What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm basically just going to be showing you the mods that I have installed for Skyrim, my load order, and stuff like that. But before we do that, I want to show you guys my system specs. I have the DirectX diagnostic tool, or DX Diag, open here. Let's take a look at my processor. I have an AMD FX 6100 6-core processor. That's 6 CPUs running at 3.3 gigahertz per CPU. I have installed 8 gigabytes of RAM. Of course, DirectX version 11. Everybody should have that. Display. I'm running an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 made by EVGA. And that's a really good card. I haven't had any trouble with it at all. It's great. It runs just about any game at ultra settings and above. I can probably do 4K textures. Not good to me because I do not have a 4K monitor. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Let's take a look at my mods. I have them organized into folders that I see fit. I don't let the Nexus mod manager do that for me. I did that myself. I have 8 armor and weapons mods. 2 of them are not actually installed right now. I use better bows. I use CBBE body. I have immersive armors and immersive weapons. I use Knock to Tip Master Edition. That's an archery overhaul. Basically because I like to play as an archer, and this is a really good mod for anybody who likes to play through Skyrim as an archer. And last night I picked up the Sword of Truth mod. If you've ever read any books by Terry Goodkind, the Sword of Truth novels, there's like 13 or 14 of those currently. There might be a 15th one, I'm not too sure. They're really good books, and this is the sword that the main character in that book uses, and somebody made a mod of it, and I was like, hey, that's really cool, so I grabbed it. I don't have these 2 installed because they confused me. I went to install them and they got really confusing. I will eventually install them because I really need this skeleton mod, because there are several other mods I want to get that require this to be installed. And this one got confusing for me, so I was like, you know what, never mind, I'll just do it later, and I never got around to it. Better game mods. I have the 3D NPC. That is otherwise known as... what is the name of it? I don't even know. It's on the Nexus, but he doesn't have it to where it's installed by Nexus Mod Manager, but I did import it. I have, quality world map. Most people have that. I have alternate start. Most of you have that too. It's really good. Better dialogue controls. This is really cool. This is what keeps you from accidentally clicking on the wrong dialogue whenever you're having a conversation with somebody, because you can really accidentally do that, and this makes it to where you don't do that anymore. I also have the complete crafting overhaul remade. Really good for anybody who spends a lot of time at the crafting stations. Convenient horses. Most of you probably have this. It makes your horses more convenient, and they do a lot of things for you. Elemental dragons. There's plenty of videos on YouTube about elemental dragons. Highly recommended. Very nice mod. Makes the dragons like way cooler dragons. Lockpick Pro. I don't like to spend time picking locks, so I have that. Lore-based loading screens. Just basically exactly that. It adds loading screens. Adds more lore-based loading screens to the game, I get tired of seeing the same loading screens over and over again, so I installed some more. Morningstar Home in Whiterun. This is the player home that I spend a lot of time at because it's big and it's got lots of storage, and it does what I need it to do. I don't need any of the fancy homes that a lot of people make, just for visual stuff. I don't need a visual styled home. I just need a place to keep my crap in, and a place to put all of my followers in whenever I don't need them. Safety load. Safety load is something that basically cleans your save file almost every time you're loading. So it also cleans your Skyrim game cache while loading, so it reduces your load screens. Show race menu pre-cache killer. This one will reduce the amount of times your game will crash to desktop upon showing the race menu via console codes. Skyrim Enhanced Camera. I forgot. SKSE plugin that enables visible body while maintaining. Oh yes, and it enables a visible body while maintaining the look and feel of the vanilla first-person camera and requires minimal configuration. This is the one where, if you've ever watched my playthrough, I can actually look down while in first person and see my character's body. So the camera is, in fact, attached to the my player's head, so I can see everything. And it also gets rid of third-person camera while horseback riding, or while opening doors or picking locks. Because vanilla camera will go into a third-person view for a lot of actions. I don't like that, so I liked this one because it shows your player's body. It's kind of like there's another mod that's similar to this one, but I found this one more fitting to my gameplay. Sky UI. If you have any mod at all, if you do anything at all with Skyrim, get Sky UI. I mean, this should be the very first mod everybody gets. It's the first mod I got. It organizes your user interface into something nice and simple. Very good. Player home in Riften Canal. Or Thief player home in Riften Canal. It's a player home. Easy as that. It's really nice. Check it out on the mod page if I were you. I may not use it very much because I forget it's there, honestly. But it's really good. It's in Riften. It's tucked back in the corner, and there's a lot of really cool things about it. There's probably been some updates to it that I have missed. There's probably some new stuff that I don't know about yet. So I should probably check it out. Maybe you'll see it on my channel later. Bodies and textures mod. Okay, these are everything that changes the look of characters and NPCs, basically. And the world around us, apparently. Okay, I have Apache Sky here. I have the full version, plus the female version, plus the male version. And I did get the Bethesda high-res DLC optimized, but then I got one of these other ones, and the mod page said not to install this one, so I uninstalled it. I just haven't taken it off of here yet. I don't need it. I don't want it. I got the Better Males, Beautiful Nudes and Faces. It's the Younger Faces merged with Men by Genox. And I also have the Nudes Favored Soul Meshes. I have the flaccid version. I don't want my men walking around with erections, so so we were going with the flaccid version on there. Of course, I have CBBE, and with a CBBE version 3M body replacer by Mac. And Mac, he does a lot of really cool stuff, and a lot of you see his mods in my game more than anything else. And the SG Female Textures Renewal, this basically just replaces the textures on the CBBE bodies. And I have all of these Skyrim HD 2K textures. I have all the full high-res textures on all of these items: dungeons, landscape, miscellaneous, Riften, and towns, all of that. I also have Tamriel Reloaded. I have the Tamriel Reloaded for E and B, because I have an E and B, and we're going to see that right now. I have the Eyes of Beauty. I don't really like it so much. I'm probably going to end up getting another eye mod. This replaces all the eyes of the people in Skyrim. To me, some of their eyes look a little yellow, maybe a little red and bloodshot. I want something more clear, more beautiful looking. So I'm probably going to get rid of that one and try to find another one at some point. E and B. I have Real Vision E and B for the simple fact that it had a very easy install process. And it's on the top mods on the Nexus. Followers. These are all the followers that I have installed. I have Amazing Follower Tweaks, of course. That's AFT for short. Hold on, I need a drink real quick. It seems like I'm doing a lot of talking really fast. I'm trying to get through this. I have Arissa, the Wandering Rogue. She's with me all the time. I have Kitiara, standalone follower. She is custom voiced, as it says right here. Very cool, very nice follower. Lots of good textures. She wears Daedric armor. I forget where to find her, and she's not on the Nexus. I found her somewhere else, so I can't click here and go just read the mod page. I'm gonna have to actually Google her. I forget where to find her, or else she would be following me most of the time. I have Skyrim beautiful followers. This takes the vanilla followers in the game and makes them beautiful. I have the Temptress race installed. My character that I play currently is a Temptress, and they are gorgeous. I use the Temptress armor too, as much of it as I can. The character that I play is, I do believe it's this one, but I changed her hair a little bit. I play as her. Oh, yeah, those are the Temptress. Very, very good mod. Love it. Lots of high textures with those. I have unique female followers. This is like a group of like 8 or 9 different follower girls. Most of them are located in Whiterun. 3 or 4 of them are located in Riverwood. And Lilith comes by herself. She's part of the unique female followers, and so is Maria. Lilith is in Riverwood, and Maria, she appears to you all by herself at the beginning of the game, and she follows you whether you want her to or not. So if you don't want her to follow you all the time, you have to uninstall her. Or you can actually say follow me and then make her wait somewhere. If you dismiss her, she's just going to follow you anyways. And if you make her to where she doesn't, let's see, if you click like dismiss on her, not only will she just keep following you, but she will heal you. But if you select her as an actual follower and have her follow you, she does not heal you anymore. Okay, overhauls. Wow, I'm not gonna explain all these. I'm just gonna tell you all the things that I have installed that are overhauled. The audio. I have Climates of Tamriel. These are the Dragonborn and Dawnguard patches. I have Epic Gameplay Overhaul. That includes a lot of other things as well. Lots of stuff. I have Guard Dial. Okay, I have Epic Gameplay Overhaul minus Epic Dragon Overhaul because I wanted to run the other dragon mod, and I couldn't have them both at the same time. But I wanted one and not the other, so I had this one installed. This is a group of like 8 mods combined into one. Anyways, keep going. Guard Dialogue Overhaul. Overhauls the guard dialogue. Easy. Immersive animations. Really nice. Immersive NPC in the dark. Go check it out. There's a lot to explain on that one. Immersive Patrols. Also another one. Go check it out. Too much to explain right now. Inhabitants of Skyrim. Very, very big mod here. Very nice. I love it. Changes all the NPCs in the game. Looks and feel, conversations, everything. Obis, organized bandits in Skyrim. Makes the bandits more immersive. So much better. I have, like, this is Project Reality, Climates of Tamriel. This should actually be up here, but since it's in alphabetical order, it's not. So it should be above these. I have Realistic Water 2, and I have all of these cities. And if you didn't realize, okay, since I have Sexy, Wretched, and Solitude, all these, and then I went and installed one of these. Tamriel Reloaded replaced most of the textures made by these ones down here. So if you see some of the cities, especially like Whiterun, it might look a little weird because it's running some of the textures from down here and most of the textures from here. So I might fix it later. It's not really bugging me right now. Skyrim Floor Overhaul. I had this because a lot of mods require it. A lot of the mods that I have require it. So let's just close that one down. Close that one. Patches. These are a must. You have to have these. Get them. Realism. Better Females by Bella. Cloaks of Skyrim. I can't get this one to work fully. It was working before, but now it's not. I don't know what. Default outfits for females. Female elders. I don't want the elders to have any sexy clothing or any sexy body type. So this makes all of the elder female NPCs have vanilla outfits and vanilla bodies. And that's what I wanted. Embers HD, if you can run this mod, please get it. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. It changes the fire and the embers beneath the fire, and it adds things like smoke. It's so perfect. Enhanced blood textures, another good one. If you want your Skyrim to be bloody, this is the mod for you. Get it. Enhanced lights and effects. I don't know what that just happened. Anyways. A lot of mods call for this one too, so get it. I didn't install this one. This was another one that I was working with, the FNIS behavior. I couldn't figure out how to install it. You have to do a whole bunch of other things with it, and this was another one that goes along with the dual sheath redux. If you want the dual sheath redux, you have to have FNIS plus the XP32. Okay? I just I can't figure it out, guys. Every time I try to figure it out, something horribly goes wrong with my game. Height adjusted races with true giants. This makes it to where all the races in the game have their own specific height, and the giants are huge. Immersive detection of NPC. I have very dark night plus vanilla interior. Now, why do I have that? I mean, that doesn't work very well with YouTube sometimes, but why did I go with that version of it? I don't know. And I have that. Point the way is good. It adds signs around Skyrim that point the direction that you need to go whenever you come to a fork in the road. Some of those signs are already there. This one just adds a few extra signs that point the way. Pumping iron. If you would like your character to grow muscle over time, this is the one for you. You just start with your weight slider all the way at the bottom, and then throughout the course of the game, with a little bit of sleep each night, your character will grow in muscle and get bigger. For a female character, this would change the size of her breasts and butt. That's basically about it. Especially if you have CBBE or UMP, they'll basically just change that. Realistic ragdolls and force, that's self-explanatory. I would say so anyways. Realistic running speed, that's also self-explanatory. Run for your lives. This is one that keeps your NPCs safe when a dragon attacks. They will run for their lives during a dragon attack. Or they're supposed to. Rustic windows, this is a good one. It overhauls all the windows in Skyrim. Makes them look really nice. I was hoping I could find a picture. Here we go. Here's some pictures right over here. Why don't I have this larger already? Let's cut this down. Here we go. That's what some of the windows in Skyrim are going to look like now. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Sky test, realistic animals and predators. Very cool mod here. No pictures on the mod page. It makes your animals and predators react in more realistic ways. Static mesh improvement mod. This is something that everybody should get if they're able to. It improves the message of the meshes, man, of items, static items around Skyrim. Things like a lamp or something. Something that sits still, bookcases and random things. And I have other mods that have overwritten this one a few times, but it's still compatible with mostly everything. Just make sure if you want something else to go along with it, you overwrite this one. Dance of Death, a kill move mod. This one adds many kill moves to the game, and it's very customizable in the MCM menu in the game. The Honor Dead. This one places around Skyrim, where you can see that the Civil War is very real and very active. And as you're walking through Skyrim, you might come across a bunch of dead soldiers. And if you do, I would suggest you look around and loot them, because you can usually find some really good treasure. Lots of gold and jewels and stuff. Okay, Ultimate HD Fire Effects. This makes the fire in Skyrim much nicer. See if I can find any good pictures of it on here. It's just examples of his other mods. It makes the fire more realistic looking. And they recommend using it with the ENB called Project ENB. And they also recommend using it with Climates of Tamriel. Climates of Tamriel was made for Project ENB as well. So, but I liked my ENB, so I'm going to keep it. And that's it for that one. Lots of mods add sexiness to it, and of course I have the Lady of Death set. That's the armor that my follower Maria wears. And then I have all the remodel armor. All the sexiness armor that you see in the game is one of these. Okay, and yeah, that's about it. Let's just check out my load order real quick. There's a couple of things you really have to make sure of to make these work. You want your NPC overhaul to be at the bottom if you have it. You want to make sure, if you are running Climates of Tamriel and AOS, you want AOS to be below Climates of Tamriel. You want to make sure all your followers are near the bottom. Followers and follower mods always go at the bottom. See, this one, she's close enough to the bottom, but I haven't seen her in the game yet, so. I've always found that mods that just add small things to the game can usually be placed towards the top, and the mods that do all the big things on the bottom. So if you have something like a simple weapon mod, let's say like the Sword of Truth. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, that's fine. I just moved one little thing. The Sword of Truth, that just adds one weapon to the game. That's all it does. So it probably really doesn't matter where that one is in the load order. It's fine. And I have 94 mods, so I'm not going to worry too much about that because I have loot. Loot organized most of it for me. And there's a few that I just moved around because they didn't work. Loot isn't always 100% right. You do have to come in here and move these around a little bit. But yeah, that is it. Let's see how long this video is. I'm going to bring up OBS. We're 22 minutes into this video, so yeah, that's pretty good. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. Or if you see anything wrong with my load order, you can let me know there too. Any questions about the mods themselves, don't ask me. Go find them on the Nexus and ask the mod author. Okay? Alright, well, y'all have a good day, and if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, and we'll see you next time. Alright.